Everybody, Vilisink, back again with Raid Shadow Legends. How are you all? Hope you're doing well. I'm feeling slightly better. In case you're curious, you maybe not, but in case you are, feeling slightly better. Still slightly off, but way better than midweek. I hope you're also making good traction in the fusing for this new Skinwalker, who looks quite fantastic, to be fair. In this video, I rebuilt one champion that I've had built, then had her kind of took gear off of her types of things, and it's kind of revolved around that. So I decided to give her some stats again. We're going to have some fun with her, and I've got used to using Archmage, so she's slightly less than 100% crit, but doesn't matter. We're getting a 30% increase. And she still probably slaps like I have no idea. Let's quickly take a look at this for a second, because my silver is going down, but it is what it is. What can I do? What can I do? So how much? 50, I'm at 56, 57, 100 attack. I looked for the crit, but didn't necessarily look hard enough. But it's Gala Long, everybody's favourite dwarf. The dwarf that for me, she was my damage in Faction Wars. And you always see her being used. People make videos saying she hits fantastic. Well, I figured I would try and do one that actually does justice. I did one last time and she hit respectable, don't get me wrong. But I think there is high potential that I can do way better. She's an attack-based dwarf. One of the finer looking dwarfs, if I'm being completely honest. Hair is pretty cool. My kid's got hair as long as that, and no, I cannot style it that way. 18,100 plus HP. For attack is pretty decent. 1432 attacks, amazing, nice and high. Defense 661. It is a bit low, but what can you do? 97 speed. Slightly on the lower side. I figured playing by now would have realised we're not in like 1930s, and they would just buff every champion's speed. You have the power to do so. It would make everything way easier, especially even for newer players with our builds, rather than having to focus on speed, accuracy, HP, defense, and all this type of stuff. Just a little bit of speed goes a long way when you're trying to put pieces onto people. Creates 15% and 60 as base, and 60 base resistance, which is really incredible, really good. Let's take a quick look at Shear's book. So Brutal Bludgeon is the A1. Attacks one enemy twice. Each hit ignores 30% of the target's defense. This is a shield buff on this champion for 2 turns. And the value of the shield is equal to 20%, 1/5 of the inflicted damage. It ignores defense. Very strong A1. Not a lot of them do that. A lot of people put shields up like miscreated monsters. One's based off of damage. I believe Sir Nyx is the same. I'm not too sure. But on an A1, it's extremely cool. Just to keep her alive, because she's an attack-based champion, so it's quite clever. Fearless Aggression. Attacks one enemy, ignores 50% defense when attacking under a shield buff. Which she will be, because we could even open with the A1 if we wanted to have a lot of fun. Heals this champion by 50% of the damage inflicted. This is a shield buff on this champion equal to any surplus heal for 3 turns. Looking forward to hitting this, because the boat she's got is quite cool. Very happy that I'm going to get to try and ignore as much defense as I can, but do as much damage as I can. Here's Swagger. This is the crazy one here. Triple hitter. Each hit ignores 25% of the target's defense. There's an extra turn if she has full HP after using the skill. So if she goes first and she does her A3, she's going to go again. You could then go to the A1 so she gets the shield. To then go to the A2 and so forth. The attack in all battles are at 25%. She is unblessed, but she's blessed in her own right. Masteries could be changed because realistically, she could have better ones if we're looking for pure damage. I wonder if I can change them for free. Let's see. Ooh, I can. Okay, interesting. So we need crit rate, we need crit damage, we need to go... Okay, now this is interesting. We can maybe take her into Doom Tower. I'm gonna have to get energy from somewhere anyway. So, I mean, that could be cool because I have to go to this one. Single out, finish people off. It says here, heal by 5% of the damage inflicted, will increase the speed of each enemy she kills. I mean, it's not the worst, but we need to make sure we're going to get... So, let's just take this one. We have to make sure we bring it down. Because other enemies will have more HP than her, I promise you. Increases damage inflicted by 6% in the arena, 3% in all other locations for each enemy killed. I think we're going to go for that one. We need to go for this because we're putting stun champions, etc. with her. We're going to put Gerp Tuck to put buffs on her. And we're remaining with Helm Smasher, which we had before. This tree here makes no difference. We'll just go there. We'll just take Resurgent because it's so strong. All I need is the counter attack. So that being said, we are sitting on some energy, so give me a minute, boys. And we're back, split second. So now I had no choice. The devil inside made me do it, but in order to give you guys content, yeah, I did have energy. Never realized it was so low. Now let's get to the fun part, which is making teams. Doom Tower could be interesting, so we're looking for... I don't think it makes a huge difference. See how she compares to Rotos. Before we go into dungeons and we calibrate a team, you know what? Let's got a better idea. So let's we're stunning people. Where's Gala first and foremost? Where are you, Mamacita? Where are you? Is she in the vault? Or am I just blind or stupid? I have no idea. I want to... Reviver has to be Gorg because he's just badass. Let's make her the main focal point of the damage. We've got the decreased defense. We get the increased attack from Ghostborn. So we'll do a team similar to what we're going to do in... We never know whether we don't really need him either, to be fair. We're looking for... Where are you? You. So we've got the buffs. 100% crit. Got increased attack from Ghostborn, decreased defense, got the stuns. And we've got Gurptuk. Let's see how we get on. No idea how this will work, but it's other than purely dungeons, which we will go to a dragon stage soon. When we do some ice golems, we won't do that well on the ice golem though. But so 74,000 is pretty decent. So let's see. Let's see what moves. So we're buffing up the decreased defense. We do not have yet. Okay, yeah. Need to wait to cycle a couple of moves here. That's fine. Given that has been said, can we finish off this nuisance here? 20, not necessarily fantastic. I know there's no defense down, which is not in Savage, but 20,000 is very much quite embarrassing. So we can exit and come back in. Let's replay the stage for a minute. Let's buff up. Let's hit the decreased defense. If we weak hit, we do not land it. It is what it is. So no decreased defense. So maybe that's the reason why we're not doing anything too fantastic in all fairness. 51. So I believe dungeons will be better. Decreased defense is having some issues. I want to use Ghostborn because we get the buff. So it seems like a good idea. See if she can square up against Minnow and kick his ass. And we don't need you, don't need you. She isn't going to be quick, that's the problem. See what she gets on. Whether she kills him or not, it's irrelevant. I'm just really curious. And if you use Gala, let me know in the comments. I know you're going to say to me stats, 108 stats over sets. Some people will say, no, you've got to have the proper sets on the champion, which is very true. She's hitting way better here. So second wave without decreased defense. 44. Just before we die. 140,000. And the damage increase has been quite cool. We can get over to 100,000. I will be oh so happy with myself. I'll feel like I achieved something. I mean, every hit was over 50k. I'll take it, but we're going to potentially get killed. It's we're under hex. 114,000. Come on, girl. Get him. Ooh, extra turn. She attacked. Okay, I thought we potentially would die there, but over 750k damage. I take it back. That's not too bad. The keeps are just kind of going to be quite pointless. So because we're taking in Ghostborn, I want to make sure we can land defense down. Okay, so let's get, so we've got attack in all bottles, 25%. 25% more attack, I'll take it. We've got you to stun. We've got, we'll try Lydia for decreased defense and weaken. We will try. We will not have increased attack because we want to take in the buffer and group duke. So we should be good. It's irrelevant on the affinity of Helmut because he's only there for the buffs. And this is kind of a video just for fun. You could absolutely put Gorgon or Arbiter in, and you could. She's a fantastic progression champion if you get it early. She's a good champion to help you clear. Basically, help you clear faction wars. She's your damage dealer. So we've got decreased defense and weaken on a couple. I will take it. She's a top tier damage dealer for a lot of people. So do not count out Gala LongBraids, just in case I do her no justice. So she's got full HP, which she does. Sheer Swagger, which is the triple hit. Decreased defense. Okay, we've got decreased defense, weaken, no stun. How much damage are we doing? 60s, 50. She died on the second hit, so we're not going to get a third one. What do we have here? She's stunned, makes no difference. Makes no difference. Let's get back to Gala for a second. Nethril will most likely kill everyone. I can't have that. So she'll ignore 50% of the defense, 12% to stunned targets, 12% I believe damage from the poisons on herself. What are we looking at? 170,000. That is not bad at all. Let's come back in and let's keep this team just for a second. And then go A2 again. The books in Lydia would be fantastic. Way better. And we need poisons. Boop, boop, boop. Perfect. And stun your ass. Nethril hitting over 90,000 damage. Really fucking irritating, man. Okay, let's take care. So we've got decreased defense and weaken. We've got the stun. Increased crit damage, increased crit rate. So one thing missing is increased attack, but we should be doing 233,024. I'm going to accept that. So this wave is going to die pretty quick. Nethril's got an AoE coming. Boom, here we go. So what's the unbuffed hits like? Or sorry, undebuffed hits going to look like? So they look pretty standard. .42 is not the worst. We've got more damage from the poisons. Let's see what we can do with it. 284,000. 284,000. Oh my ass. That's insane. That is insane, but I'm bloody chuffed. 284,000 damage. Let's see, so can we... You have to take in an increased attack in just a moment. To potentially get tuck, we will give you a little bit of a back seat for the moment. But 284 as a benchmark is pretty damn awesome, to be fair. So we're losing damage from the stun or decreased defense. Or we can go to Hyria and we've got no weaken, so I mean, it's just a shame Lydia is unbooked because it's just a bit of a... It's definitely a bit of a bloody shame. 180,000, 129. Let's just finish off this wave here then. Back in time for... Well, maybe use the A3. Triple hitter. If you have a weaken, let's just take a look. 50, 32 killed her. We get an extra turn to then kill her. 27, so not too bad. I need to do some changes here though. Decrease defense. And we can edit the team. So what if we do a couple without weaken? Because we get the increased attacks has already got about 5,700, maybe close to 6,000 attack. Should have double checked that before we came in. My bad. But let's go. And we're here due to the affinity, so it'd be silly not to use Ghostborn. So we'll lose a little bit, we'll lose 25% potential damage. So I think that damage actually shows, it's quite noticeable. The weaken is something I feel like we need. And in saying that, we need to book Lydia as well, but you know, I think she's like 10 books, 12 books. And nobody's got them just lying around. Unless you're a master flexer. Let's just look at the team composition for a minute. Because I feel like let's take Lydia back in. And we still need increased attack. So I think we maybe... It sounds really stupid, but we could take Arbiter. She has a weaken, it's a single person. You could also take in Seer for the weaken, but she has no increased attack. So we're getting increased attack, which is good. We're going to try and load up on all the buffs, which we have. Fantastic. A2, as long as one person gets 2 debuffs. Spirit Host and Hyria, you're done for if you get stunned. Yeah, we're just a bit too strong. What can I say? So let's look at what the damage we're going to get on the A2. 219. That's quite good. So let's just see if we can keep this going for a bit. I feel like we should try stage 23. It is neutral affinity for Gala, but it's also, because it has the triple hit, we want to make sure we're not doing that much damage to the enemies that they're going to die before we do anything. And in case you hear the noise, it's just flavoured water by Carrick Glen. Bloody lovely stuff. From Lidl's or Aldi's. It's not a plug, it's just really nice still water. Flavoured, you get strawberry, you get lemon and lime, it's nice. Let's take a little peek at what we're doing here then. Cheers, swagger. I'll take a few, I mean, if all your hits are in the 30s, it's a bit of a shame. I feel like the Gurptuk team just seems to give us way better damage. And kind of how it feels. Woo, 128. Nice. Come on, let's get through it. We'll go to stage 20. Or we could do stage 24. We're guaranteed we're going to be quicker. So we're going to get a turn. And we'll see how the damage potential is for her there. Well, to be fair, I could lose a little bit of crit damage. Potentially try to get our perfect crit rate so we do not need a buffer. But, I mean, extra crit damage is... You ain't going to complain having it, are you? So, sell you. Let's edit, because we need to go up a couple of stages, I feel like. So let's just go here. So let's just take the Gurptuk team again. Gurptuk, where are you, buddy? The champion that people hated to begin with. He was slagged and people would question, why are you taking him? But everybody used him in Spider and everywhere else. Faction Wars. You name it, he got used and who's laughing now? So buff up. Come on, just make sure we get some decreased defense and weakens. Hell yeah. So the A3 should put up block buffs. Nice one, Gurptuk buddy. We're going to stun. We're not going to kill anybody. They should have... Oh, they've got way higher HP left. Nice. So... Grants next turn if this champion has full HP after using the skill. So we've got decreased defense and weaken, we've got stun, we've got poison. So Spirit Host, I believe your ass is toast. We're going to go for you first. What are we going to do? 73, 62, so about 170k damage, which is, I mean, not that bad, to be totally honest. Let's just slap you for some reason. Hit you, try to get a couple of stuns. Beautiful. We could actually use Archmage as the stun champion. And let's just get rid of, let's just do the AoE just to get rid of Spirit Host. We don't need anybody cleansing. We do want the boss to go back up though. And she's about to use her A2. We've got decreased defense, weaken, we've got stun, we've got, only thing we're missing is increased attack. Smack, 118,000. We're being stage 24. It still could have been a little bit higher, but I'm not going to complain. Yeah, we'll just hit her a couple of times while the rest of the team is CC'd. And we'll slap her because nobody likes her. Hit you and see if we can... Oh, we missed the stun. A1, each hit ignores 30% of the target's defense. We've got a chance to increase that with Helm Smasher. And we get a shield, which we already have a big shield, to be fair. Check the size of that bloody shield. It's insane. And we're still hitting respectable numbers. I'm not going to complain about it whatsoever. Let's buff up. And take care of you for the sake of it. Next, we're going to focus on Crimson Helm, I think. We've got decreased defense, weaken. We've got stun. We'll just slap you. We have poisons. $35, $56, $47. I think as we're going up, we've obviously got higher defenses and higher HPs. It could contribute to lower damage. But I mean, she's smacking alright. I think 289,000 by far on stage 20 was the best one that we did indeed have. And the fact that we're getting onto the second wave with this team is bloody incredible. All hail, baby. So let's see, let's just hit you, it makes no difference. We should get scuppered here at some point. If we don't, we'll crack on, it's fine. So increased crit rate, increased crit damage, without decreased defense and all the buffs. I assume it's going to be a bit of a crappy number. 31333 is what it is, so let's end this battle for a second. Let's edit team, because we need a stun champion and it doesn't have to be Nethril. So he can go because the stun will come from... I mean, realistically, we want to stun... we want to stun on the first hit. So maybe we're going to just do that and keep Nethril. See what it looks in the first wave. Increased attack should make a bit of a difference here. So let's boost. Get the buffs up. Decrease defense and weaken. At least 2 folk got it. I'm happy. We've got increased attack, increased crit rate. Check all the buffs. It's a respectable pile of buffs, if I do say so myself. Some more than others by the looks of it. And we've got the stun. So Heria, I believe you're the victim here. Or we're going to make you a victim here. Without Grip Tuck, what can we do? It says so we can ignore defense. Fuck it, let's just use the A3. 88, 76. We killed her on the second hit. We could not even get a third hit. Spirit Host, 125,000. It's not that bad. Let's hit somebody that's stunned to hopefully stun Heria on the side. Never worked. It is what it is. We'll come back in. We'll just slap her because she's the only person who's not stunned. And we'll see increased attack. Check the shield on that. We'll buff up. Loving it. So each hit ignores 30% of the target's defense, pushes a shield buff, but she's got a shield which is friggin' massive. This champion by places a shield before this champ equal to any surplus heal. Jesus. She inflicts a hell of a lot of damage to get some crazy shields. So decrease defense, weaken. Let's take Crimson Helm. 44, 42. Nothing too fantastic. I feel like that we need to come in because we kind of know the damage that we're looking at. And we've seen the damage that can be done. I feel like we absolutely can take him out. I feel like we maybe hit somebody unstunned in the first turn, well, first hit. And we take back a Gurptuk. Because we want to get the extra 12% damage. And I just think for some reason we'd get a bit better damage from Gurptuk. So we'll make this the last one. People are probably watching, think, oh, some people are watching. Some people may be thinking, dude, you're wasting energy, but, you know. I like these fun little videos you get to play around with champions and whatnot. If you want to see any champion debuffer damage champion, stick a comment, let me know. You're happy to. So Heria is going to be getting it. We're going to attack her first. Decrease defense and weaken. Perfect. So let's go for the triple hitter when she's not stunned. 99, 76, 103,000. Holy. Oh my god.